Narcissists want to rush. They want to rush into everything. They don't want to have time to get to know you. They don't want to have time for you to think about anything. They just want to rush in, okay? Hey, chosen ones, how are you guys doing? So today we are going to be talking about, have you learned your lesson when it comes to narcissists? Okay, the reason why I am recording this video is because I have been tested. There have been several upon several narcissists that have come into my life, but the most recent one has been the most interesting, actually. I've been one to be watching these videos about, kingdom spouses and all this kind of stuff, and I truly believe that at some point I will meet my kingdom spouse. Maybe I've even met him already. But anyway, let me just tell you a bit of a story. So, I've been back to church for quite a few months now. I just felt it was good to be in the midst of other believers and to just be in the house of God and all of that kind of stuff. And we went back to my church probably around 8 months ago. And 8 months ago, my children were in Sunday school, and there was a Sunday school teacher there who took some interest in me. But there was some red flags that just kept on coming up and coming up. Now, having experienced several relationships with different types of narcissists, I can absolutely spot them from a mile away, right? So this guy, he is, as I said, a Sunday school teacher, and he, was extremely friendly. Oh, hi. Oh, these are your children. You've got lovely children, blah, blah, blah. Then a few weeks after that, the kids had a school trip. And he was like, oh, I'll be going on the school trip, so let me take your number and then I will, give you updates and all of that concerning the school trip. I thought, well, he's a Sunday school teacher. He does teach my children and there's nothing wrong with giving him my number. So I gave him my number. As soon as I gave him my number, anytime, we would maybe miss a service at church, he would send a message, oh, I didn't see you, hope you and the kids are fine. And then it turned to him randomly messaging me during the week. Hi, Anita, how are you and the children? Hi, Anita, how are you and children? And then that trip that was supposed to happen, to find that he didn't even go on the trip. Okay, so that was the first red flag. He did not even go on the trip. So I thought, maybe it wasn't planned. Maybe an emergency came up. He said he had something to resolve, hence why he didn't go on the trip. So I thought, oh, well, maybe it was just an emergency. He was supposed to initially go on the trip. Maybe he couldn't go. So after the trip, now he has access to me through messaging. So he'll be messaging me, hi Anita, how are you today? How was your week? How was this? How was that? And I started questioning, like, why is this guy messaging me so much? Okay, it's obvious, but I wasn't too comfortable with it. Anyway, after that, he would randomly try and call my phone. Now, you have not built this relationship with me to just feel you can call me whenever you want to call me. I think when you have been in such relationships, you have to have boundaries. You have to have a way of being close to some people and not close to others, right? So I wouldn't pick up his call. So for weeks and weeks after that, he was messaging and calling, and I just wouldn't pick up. And I wouldn't respond to him and say, oh, sorry, I missed your call, because he shouldn't be calling me in the first place. So I think after some time, he realized that I wasn't picking up his calls. And so he sent me a message and said, oh, hi, Anita, hope you and the kids are okay. Could you please call me when you get this? So I respond and I'm like, call you? What about? Then he's like, oh, well, I wanted to find out, because I really, really like you. And I think I've been praying about, my next partner or my future partner. And I just wondered if that could be you, if there could be something more than our friendship. I want to know how we can develop our friendship into something more. And I'm thinking to myself, firstly, we don't really have a friendship. Messaging here and there and you just asking me how I am, I wouldn't really consider that as a proper friendship. And so he said, yeah, I would like to get to know you more and I want to know how we can develop our relationship. So I kind of said to him, firstly, let me just backtrack. This guy is currently in a divorce. Okay, his wife is divorcing him. So he told me, oh, my wife is divorcing me, and I don't know if, why she's doing it. I helped her and I did this and I did that, and she's divorcing me. Again, red flag. Nobody divorces anybody for no reason. So there has to be a reason. And he's only told me his side. And knowing that I divorced my ex and he was completely and utterly a narcissist, again, it just brings up red flags for me. So anyway, I just kind of said, oh, sorry you're going through your divorce and all this, but maybe you can work it out and all this kind of stuff. So that's what he had told me previously. So now he thought that would be an opportunity for us to get together because he's going through a divorce. And no. So anyway, he sends me this message, how can we develop our relationship going forward? And I'm saying to him, well, actually, I don't see you like that. I just want us to be friends, and that's how it is. And he comes back and says, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. I really thought we could make something work. Good luck on finding your partner. Who said I'm looking for a partner? Who said I'm looking? I believe I will find someone, but I've never discussed with you who I'm looking for or whether I'm looking for someone or not. So just because I have turned you down does not mean there's somebody else or that I'm waiting for someone else. It just means I don't want to be with you. Again, some people don't understand that. So he was like, anyway, you know where I am if you ever want to talk or if you ever want to try something and get together and get to know each other and all this. So that was where we ended it. Recently, he's been still messaging, but what he did was he sent me a picture of his divorce proceedings and said, oh, please call me when you can. I had to put him in his place and say to him that we are only friends. And even that, I think you sending me your divorce proceedings is too personal. And I would appreciate it if you don't send me those bits of information. Just because I don't want to get involved in your divorce battle. I don't even know you. You don't know me. Yet you've already assumed that we could be something together. I don't feel the same way. But again, more red flags. Narcissists want to rush. They want to rush into everything. They don't want to have time to get to know you. They don't want to have time for you to think about anything. They just want to rush in, okay? And so all of these things were just like, no. And for me, it's been a while since I had to tell someone, sorry, I'm not interested. But it was a real moment of growth for me because it showed me that you have the right to say no, firstly. You don't have to get to know someone to see if it's going to work out. If you're not feeling that person, if they're not for you, you will know it. I believe people's kingdom spouses, you will know when you've met your kingdom spouse. And in this case, he's definitely not. If anything, he is a counterfeit. And what happens is that the devil will try and bring people in to distract you, to take you off course. And this guy was the biggest distraction I could ever imagine. So anyway, the most recent thing, after I sent him the message to say that I don't think it's right for him to send me pictures of his divorce proceedings and we should keep our relationship as friends at church, I don't think he liked it very much. He came back with, okay, sorry to send that to you, it will never happen again, all right? Now, what happens after that is that I saw him at church. This guy completely ignored me. He walked right past me, like he hadn't even seen me. Now, how can you go from liking someone so much that you would consider a relationship with them, that you would consider to being with them, to walking right past them, totally blanking them, totally ignoring them? Another red flag. And obviously, that's his true colors that have come out, right? This is who he is as a person. Narcissists, when their ego is hurt, they will come out, you'll see the real them. But what it shows as well is the fact that he was wearing a mask all along. He was wearing a mask all along because even if someone says to you in a nice way that I'm not interested, let's be friends, you would still be the kind, Christian, nice person that you are. But the simple fact that you've ignored me, you act like you don't even see me anymore, shows me the kind of person and character you are. So truly, I had identified who he was before he even told me who he was. People come with this pretense and this false face and false behavior to make you think there's some way to get you trapped. And I'm just grateful to God that I was able to see past it. I mean, there were several more red flags, I must say, several more, but I've just told you the main ones. And I don't have time to waste on a counterfeit. I don't have time to waste on any more narcissists. And I don't want any more narcissists in my life. And so because of that, my boundaries are up. I'm very vigilant, very aware. I analyze everything and I'm just happy and peaceful. If something doesn't make me feel peaceful, straight away I know there's something there. I think a lot of the time we need to trust our instincts, trust our guts, and just know that there's something more to it. If you don't feel right about something, if something doesn't feel right in your spirit, trust it. Yeah, trust it. So, chosen ones, I am on a beautiful journey. I love the fact that now narcissists cannot come near me and I will not allow it. And the fact that I'm able to identify them even with their face on, right? Even with their false personas. And so, yeah, chosen ones, how have you gotten on with your journey to healing and self-growth? Because I think with healing and growth comes the ability to not be triggered and not be drawn in by these demons, basically. So this allows you to hold yourself with grace and with confidence and to remember who you are as a child of God. So, chosen, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, just keep going, keep knowing that God will guide you to the person that you're supposed to be with, and all these other counterfeits and fake people who are just trying to draw on your beautiful, energetic, powerful energy, it will not happen. So if you did like this video, don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and to forward it on to anybody else that you think will benefit from this video. Okay, take care, chosen ones, and see you soon. Bye.